Good evening. It's February 6, 2017, and we're here at the Portland Expo for tonight's boys basketball action between the Red Riots of South Portland and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt, Frank Healy on camera for WPPS TV3 Sports, joined by Mike Hoffer. Mike, we went into this past weekend with a tremendous victory against Deering, a 20-point victory, and it's been a championship weekend.
Yes, it is, as you can tell by my attire, and kind of got the perma-grin going still from last night's incredible victory. But turning back to high school sports, the road isn't getting easier for the Bulldogs. They go from playing Deering to playing the team they had to scratch and claw to survive in last year's state game, South Portland, and the Red Riots are the top team in Class AA South. This is very possibly a state championship game preview, as well as a state championship game rematch. So it should be a pretty exciting one here tonight.
Frank, these teams have a history, don't they?
That's right, Steve. This is the 224th all-time meeting, with Portland leading so far 122-101. First game back in 1910, the eventual state champion Bulldogs absolutely blowing out the Red Riots 46-11. Now, granted, we expect it to be a little higher scoring, maybe a little closer tonight, but definitely a historic matchup here at the Expo.
Folks, it's number one versus number one in a playoff tune-up, and we'll be back with all of the action in a moment.
Our opponents tonight, one of the very oldest rivals. First time we played South Portland, 1910. Both teams have excellent records. Red Riots 13-3, Bulldogs are 15-1. Here are the starting lineups. That forward for South Portland, number 23, 6'4" senior, Ray Gold. That forward for Portland, number 20, 6'2" junior, Griffin Foley. South Portland, number 24, 6'2", senior, Ansel Stilley. The Portland number 1, 5'10", senior, Clay Harding. Forward for South Portland, number 33, 6'3", junior, Riley Casson. Starting at center for Portland is 32, 6'5", senior, Charlie Lyle. The guard for South Portland, number 3, 6'1", junior, Noah Malone. Everybody please stand for our national anthem.
So, folks, we're here tonight. Not sure, but it seems as though about 220 meetings between these two teams, or some crazy number like that.
224 tonight.
And in the first game, Teron Moss had 20 points, and Pedro had 9. Charlie Lyle had 8, and the big scorer was Noah Malone with 22, and Ray Bull with 14 against the Dogs. And South Portland will control. Andrade White will bring the ball up here.
On that first meeting, Steve, South Portland led 54-53 with a minute 50 left before Portland closed out on an 8-0 run in the final 120. So very well matched.
Yeah, and there's Hugo with the rebound. And he, nice hesitation move, and Hardy gets a hand on it, gets it over to Griffin Foley, and now the Dogs will have, if they had a shot clock, would have a fresh 24. Instead, they have a fresh 8 minutes.
And South Portland matching up a little bit out of this 2-3 zone.
Lyle inside, covered nicely here by 2. 3 really, and then he gets it up anyway. And the rebound will come to Hassan, who's got a haircut.
And we saw that long mop of Riley Hassan in the state title game last year, Steve, stepping up all over the floor, knocking down threes, taking charges.
Yeah, really actually mopping up the floor because he was all over the floor. It was a tremendous effort by Riley Hassan, and they darn near pulled it out. Right now, Portland's man is Hardy beat, but Ray Bull with a tremendously athletic shot there to strike first here, a minute and a half into the game. 2-0 is the score.
And that'll be Portland's first turnovers. We'll have a travel headed down the other way for the Riots. And we'll see Ballou in the game now for Portland.
So a quick substitution here for the Dogs. And here we go. Number 24 is Stilley.
Nice rotation, and what a block by Lyle.
Yeah, and Tehran comes up with it. He's got Griffin Foley. Hits his feet, but Lyle follows, and we have a kick. So it'll be Portland ball. So underneath now, Griffin Foley looks for Lyle and forces it, and Hassan comes up with it. That's the second Portland turnover here against none for South Portland so far. Portland, in the last few games, has had, we should say, twice as few turnovers as its opponents. Nice acrobatic move by Stilley. For 2, it's 4-0 for South Portland.
Yeah, so Lyle inside, attacking the basket there.
Yeah, shoots against that pressure, and Bull now on the break. And a nice effort by Noah Malone for 2.
A nice unselfish play by Bull there.
Noah Malone
going to want to talk.
He leads the Red Riots with 11 points a game, and Bull is second with 10. And bringing up, actually third, is Buckley with 9.5 a game. We're going to have a timeout, and the score is 6-0 Red Riots. We're past the timeout here. And Tehran has the ball. Pedro Fonseca is in. And Tommy Joyce is in underneath.
A nice step back by Moss, able to knock it down.
And you see, that's what Portland does so well. It's somebody, whether it's Tehran, whether it's Pedro, whether it's Clay Hardy, whether it's Griffin Foley, hitting a crucial 3 to change the momentum.
And Portland
it's
shoots well, they move well. Their Bull looking to answer the nice 15-footer.
So it's a 5-point lead on the break as Foley up and in. 8-5, a 3-point Red Riot lead. Cross court to White.
And South Portland's going to want to pull it back here.
That's a nifty move, but a great rebound by Fonseca. Gets it over half court quickly, and now they will set it up. A little bit of a post up here by Joyce. Nice tight defense by Stilley, but again, acrobatic move by Tehran Moss. He's got 5 out of the 7 for the Dogs. It's 8-7, a 1-point Red Riot lead, and a steal. So that's a turnover. Moss has Hugo on the break.
I think Hassan got a piece of it.
Yeah, and that's a feed, in and out. So Fonseca fighting underneath and gets one rebound, doesn't get the second though. And now on the break here is Malone. Double teamed. Kicked out to White. Hassan tries to set up. Does not make the pick here. And we've got Bowl underneath. Hassan for two. We have a jump ball.
That'll be Portland's on the alternating possession.
So here we go now, Teron Moss. It's a 1 point. Red Riot lead still 8-7.
South Portland sticking with that 2-3 zone.
Ooh. Finger roll doesn't fall. Bowl, I think, gets credit for the rebound, and here's White now.
Nice shot by Malone. We saw him in the first game, Steve. I believe knocked down 5 threes.
And there's Teron with an acrobatic move, but Bowl comes up with the rebound. And we've got a whistle.
And Teron Moss is going to go to the foul line for 2, as we see Dick Draper making the call. And they'll have Ray Bowl with a blocking foul inside.
Actually, it may have even been 6 threes that Malone had in the first game. He's also had 5 threes against Scarborough and 3 against Falmouth and Massabesic.
And that's a shooter that Portland will not want to allow to heat up tonight. The type of player that can bury a team individually.
So Moss hits number 1.
And there's 2 for Teron.
Teron with another rebound. He's got Griffin Foley straight ahead. But he's going to go
He'll
through.
be fouled. Oh, they get the bucket and the foul.
So he gets the rebound. Takes it coast to coast. Gets the bucket, draws the foul. What else can he do?
Special player. He can take the free throw. I guess that's the only thing he's got left. But, Steve, we talked about how Malone has that ability to bury teams alone shooting. Teron Moss is no slouch as a jump shooter either, and he can really attack the basket like he showed right there.
So 10 out of Portland's 12 points have been scored by Teron Moss. White for 2. Nice that's up and down.
Now Liam Coyne was looking for Hassan, but Hassan had already started to jump back on defense. Well, unforced error for the Red Riots there, leave Portland ball.
Early in the year, Coyne had 7 against Gorham. Their second game of the year. Oh, Hugo in the corner.
And those skip passes are crucial against the zone.
Top of the key, doesn't fall. Hassan ultimately. That rebound. His ball, those big long arms. Nice bucket by Oresti.
Yeah, good look by Bowl, able to zip it inside for the cutting Oresti.
Moses Oresti averages about 8 points a game, and he had double figures against Gorham and Scarborough, 10 apiece. 15 against Falmouth. No slouch of a team, by the way. That doesn't fall for Moss. And the rebound will come to Hassan again. Oh, that's going to be a turnover.
South Portland's 4th turnover to Portland's 2 early going here. So number 31, Connor Buckley, check in for the Riots. Buckley's father, Peter Buckley, is a math teacher at Portland High School.
Inside to Clay Hardy. What a move.
Hardy kind of showing some post moves inside.
And a nice feed by Griffin Foley. Yeah, that's a nifty move by Coyne for 2. 15-14 Riots with half a minute left in the first quarter, Frank.
And Coyne kind of caught Foley reaching there, able to get around him. South Portland in that stingy zone.
Lyle. Hard bucket right inside, off the glass. Gives the Dogs a 1-point lead with 11 seconds left.
Oh, and the long arm of Lyle. Swatting that ball away from Hassan. SP will retain possession with a second left. Plenty of time to catch and shoot.
Coyne, I don't even know that he got it off. But in any event, the Dogs will take a 1-point lead into the second quarter.
And as we break from the quarter, it's going to be South Portland ball inbounding.
And here we go.
Nice motion by Bull.
Yeah, nice bucket as well. Here's Tehran now.
And back and forth we go, Steve.
Indeed.
6 lead changes already in this young game.
And it's 17-16 now, a 1-point Red Riots lead. Oh, Tehran is
nice
stuffed
block
by
by
Bull.
Bull.
And now the Riots on the break.
Oh, what a block by Lyle.
Yeah,
Returning the favor on Bull.
but Bull's in there anyway. So it's 19-16. It's a 3-point South Portland lead. You'll see a fellow crossing in a moment. Frank and I, we've had the filmers being filmed by a great film crew filming a documentary on the Portland team with an emphasis on Pedro Fonseca and his journey.
And we've seen them for the last couple years. They've sort of become an addition to the Portland High basketball family, as we'll have a turnover here.
And the call was traveling. Seems to be a lot of negative reaction when the ball goes in, as if to say, how can you say that? He just scored a basket.
Yeah.
But
of course, the call coming before the basket.
exactly. Coyne now has got Hardy on him. Hardy is giving up nothing. Boom. Through the pick.
Nice hedge by Manny Hugo there.
Hassan for 3. 22-16, and the Red Riots open up a little bit of a lead here. Oh, below.
7-0 run for South Portland.
Yeah, here's Manny, and Manny will definitely draw the foul. And he'll, Rue Bull has 8 points already in this game, and he's got his second foul. Actually, that was called on Varsity. So, Varsity himself averaging 8 points a game. Still, he averages 8.5 a game.
And Moses Varsity, a senior, played his first 2 years at Deering High School before moving across the bridge.
See, that's the kind of information that we're just not going to get without you in this in this broadcast, and it's invaluable.
A little insider information for you, Steve.
Here's a trap down here, and we have a South Portland timeout, wisely called. We're back, folks.
And Portland pulling off that pressure they showed. And caused Millington to take the timeout.
Connor Buckley is the ball handler. Oh my gosh.
Blue.
All ball again.
Trey Ballou just skying for that block. Buckley with a nice three in the corner.
It's 25-17. It's an 8-point Red Riot lead with 5.5 minutes left in the first half. The Dogs have been cold, but here's Hardy in the corner. That doesn't fall, but Yugu, no, and Bowl was going to end up getting credit for that. Rebound. On the break.
Lyle again.
Rejected. Comes Yugu and Hardy. Too much. Buckley will tee it up for three, and he gets it.
And South Portland shooters are starting to get hot here, Steve, as they're opening up an 11-point lead.
I'm not sure the Dogs have had a double-digit deficit this year by anybody, and even including Edward Little. Now, they may have, but we all know from yesterday's Sunday football game that doesn't necessarily mean the game is over. Here's Yugu.
And Yugu's going to snap the 13-1 run.
Yeah, that's
nice hang time by Bull.
Hassan on the post. Buckley back out.
Nice penetration by Aresti, able to get himself right around the free throw area for a jumper.
Still an 11-point lead, 30-19. Red Riots. Oh my gosh. Tehran will draw the foul. He
number 23, Ray Bowl is second. Fourth of the team, Ron Moss, shooting two.
having a few words with Mr. Hassan, and I think friendly words, to be frank, but so Griffin Foley and Pedro Fonseca check in for Trey Ballou and Clay Hardy. As Coach Russo finds himself in a double-digit deficit, something that is rare, as is that. 2 missed foul shots by Tehran Moss. Stilly with the rebound. Oh, we have a hand check.
And that'll go against Tehran. It'll be his first.
Team's first as well.
Holding foul, number 2, Tehran Moss, his first, and first of the team.
John Bento will check in for Tehran Moss.
We've been seeing a little bit more of John Bento in the last few games here, Steve. Brings some good energy off the bench.
Absolutely, and giving some good quality minutes. And very tough under the boards.
Oh, nice pick. And he can't quite hold on. Just snuck right up behind Malone.
Oh, what a tough player number 3 is, but Bento with the rebound. Pedro. Lyle gets a hand on it. The rebound will come to White. On the break, he's got Buckley. And he converts.
And Connor Buckley's 8th point of the game. Playing well for the Red Riots.
Yep, 32-19 is the score.
Lyle will be fouled, I believe, by Hassan. Wait for the official's indication. It will be Riley Hassan.
One foul, number 33, Riley Hassan. His first 5 team fouls. Charlie Lyle, 2 free throws.
One basket at a time here for the Dogs. But they're cold tonight from the charity stripe.
And really, in this position, Steve, from Portland, double-digit deficit. Those foul shots really become even more than just a single point at a time. It's just how you can relax, catch your breath, and slowly claw your way back into the game.
It's a 12-point Red Riot lead, 32-20. Ooh, that looked like steps, but no call. Stilley with 2. Straight through Fonseca. His first 2 of the game. And we have a foul on Manny Ugu. 34-22. Red Riots in front with 2 minutes. We have the 2-minute warning, Frank.
And Portland's starting to show a little half-court trap.
Broken nicely, though, and White has in the corner Malone, and he hits the 3. 37-22, and this is becoming quite the lead here for the Red Riots. Oop. That's a turnover.
A little mental lapse by Bento. He just loses control and puts it back on the floor. Only Portland's 4th turnover, though. The story of the night for the Dogs has been cold shooting so far.
And just as you say that, Hardy and Chadbourne check in, so they'll see if Simon Chadbourne can get a hot hand here. Future of the Dogs right there, number 30. One of the many players who will expect to be a leader in the years to come. But that's DeAndre White with the crucial basket here, 39-22 with 1:15 left in the first half.
Nice look by Hardy.
Yeah. And Ballou fighting and fighting, but look at Hassan get up there and get the rebound. In the corner again. Oh, doesn't fall as Simon Chadbourne gets the rebound. Malone couldn't hit that. So now we've got Clay Hardy. Oh, he had Griffin Foley open in the lane.
Yeah, we're going to have a blocking foul against Buckley here.
Shooting 2 will be Clay Hardy. 17-point South Portland lead here with 31 seconds left in the first half.
And you know what, Steve, right now nothing's falling for Portland. Not from the foul line, not inside. They almost need to just try to hit this shot, weather the storm the next South Portland possession, and just get into the locker room. A chance to regroup at halftime, see if they can come out and play a whole different game in the second half.
As we've said, it can happen.
It certainly can. This is a Bulldog team that can just start creating turnovers and ripping off points at an alarming pace.
Looking at the Bulldog bench, and you can see the coaches are pensive. You can see Coach Rumo, Coach Giordano, and Coach Russo. So, Mike Hoffer, if you were going to script this game, would you have scripted a 16-point deficit for the Dogs at halftime?
I definitely would not script it. I would script it more like what we saw in the first quarter, which was very close, back and forth, 1-point game. But a 24-7 run for South Portland in the second quarter. They made shots. Portland didn't. You can just see the Red Riots want this game. They want it badly. And they're getting some great contributions from guys off the bench, or, Aresti, Buckley, Coyne, all making some big baskets. And when you have Hassan knocking down a three, it really tells you it's South Portland's night, but Portland does have time to come back.
Are you familiar with any teams recently who've come back from this kind of a deficit?
And not in basketball, but I can think of one in football, so maybe comebacks are in the air. Let's hope. If you're a Portland fan, let's hope.
So, Frank, what do the Dogs need to do to get back into this game?
Well, plain and simple, Steve, they have to start hitting shots. I mean, we've seen Teron Moss, excellent first quarter, nothing since. Griffin Foley being held in check. Hardy with 3. Yugu with 3. No one is really opening it up for Portland. They need someone to say, give me the ball, let me go, and I'm going to take this team and at least claw us back into it. But at the end of the day, if those shots don't start falling, they're not going to be able to get back in it. So it starts and finishes with putting the ball in the basket. It sounds simple, but that's what they have to do.
Well, folks, Teron Moss is the only player in the game in double figures right now with 10, but as both Mike and Frank pointed out, that was in the first quarter, nothing since. On the other hand, the Red Riots are spreading things out pretty nicely with Buckley, Bull, and Malone all with 8 points. We'll bring you second half action in a moment. Folks, we're back with second half action here as the Dogs are down by 16. And we have a turnover. I believe 5th of the game.
That's what I have, Steve.
Against South Portland's 5 as well, perhaps.
So far, even in the turnover battle.
And that's never a good sign for the Dogs.
No, Portland, typically a team that takes the ball away more often than they give it away.
Yeah. Got to push on Yugu.
It'll be Manny's second. Portland's first of the second half.
He is incredulous. He is apoplectic.
Well, Steve, you're starting to sound like the English teacher now. And Portland showing a little bit of pressure. They were able to jump the daring dribblers and see if they can do the same thing here. Here comes Moss in the trap, and he will foul Hassan. The Teron's second foul. As we see a couple early fouls, Steve, the story on my end was South Portland not shooting any foul shots in the first half.
Goodness.
Portland only hitting 5 out of 11.
And it seemed worse than that, to be very honest. But so Portland with a lot more fouls in the first half. Whoa, skying there.
Nice ball fake by Malone. Steps in and knocks it down.
He's got the 2. 41-23. You can just see that the determination in the faces of the Red Riots. They believe they can pull this out.
And Steve, they've kind of been pestered by the Bulldogs for the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's,
Coach Millington out of travel. He's not going to get it, but Hardy with the rebound in the basket.
Still on the trap here. Quickly over, though. Malone. Oh, goodness. Bull. Tapped that in there almost. It looked like it almost could have been a goaltend. Oop. Hardy. Draw the foul.
We'll have a blocking foul. I believe it'll go on Bull. If it does, that'll be his third. So Ray Bull in a little bit of foul trouble here with 6:25 left in the third quarter.
And that is why number 10, Moses Aresti, will be set to check in for the Red Riots as Clay Hardy is at the line.
And the foul shooting woes continue for the Bulldogs. 5 of 12 here.
It's a 16-point deficit still, 41-25. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. This is Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt for WPPS TV3 Sports. Bringing you Portland Bulldog basketball all year long.
And the Dogs take it with a trap. Nice take by Aresti, able to work his way through the press.
That's right, high off the glass. Off balance shot by Moss, his first point since the first quarter, Frank.
And that's big for Portland to get Teron Moss going here. Portland sticking with that aggressive defense.
Looks like a moving pick.
And we'll have a travel on White. 7th Red Riot turnover. As we see Trey Ballou checking back in.
Trey Ballou, number 23, Montreal, Ohio.
Hard to the bucket, doesn't fall, but the foul is called by referee Dick Draper.
So Portland foul 24. Ansel Stilley is first. Second, the free throws.
We saw Dick Draper with some words for Teron Moss. There's Moss towing the line at the charity stripe.
That falls. 43-29, a chance to bring the Dogs to within 13. Guess they did have a double-digit deficit against EL. But rare to see the Dogs in a double-digit deficit.
And pressure's there with the trap. South Portland breaks it.
Malone chooses not to throw up the three, but instead we've got you'll be shooting two. See if that's on Foley or Ballou.
And that'll be Foley. Griffin Foley's first foul. Portland's third of the second half. And Steve, from what we've seen out of Noah Malone this year, kind of surprising that he didn't pull the trigger on that transition three.
Not only this year, but this game, in which he hit two threes. He hit 2 threes in the first half. Hits 1 of 2. So Liam Coyne checks in for the Red Riots, as Connor Buckley will take a seat. Teron.
And we'll have a blocking foul. Officials starting to tighten up a little bit here in this game, Steve. We saw a pretty loosely called first half. Here early in the third quarter, we're starting to see a few more whistles, a few more block fouls, a few more hand checks. So both coaches are going to have to adjust to the way this game is being called.
Teron for 3. Yeah. Hassan fighting those rebounds, leading his team in rebounds. He's a tremendously scrappy player. So what happened there is the referees did not really see what happened. They called it a jump ball. Coach Millington not happy.
And I don't blame him. Anytime that, we have 2 officials on the game, Steve, and I know you know as an umpire, there are times when you won't see the call that you're making, but really positioning is key there for the officials to be able to make the right call.
And, of course, you hope when that does happen, and it does happen, that, that your partner hopefully did see it. It depends what their responsibilities are at the time, though. And there's Clay Hardy with a steal. Straight down the middle.
Bulldogs will retain possession.
It's a 14-point lead, 44-30, with 4:40 left in the third quarter. The Red Riots are in front. Fonseca to Yugo.
And we'll have a foul on the floor.
And that's going to be on Coyne again. Nice move by Lyle.
Excellent,
inside.
Excellent body positioning by Charlie Lyle there.
Oh. Yeah, that was a nifty play. Varsity converts the two. 46-32. Fonseca from downtown. And there you have it. 46-35. It's an 11-point lead. And a steal. Low pass to Yugo. Jump ball, it'll be Portland on the possession.
And right there for Coach Millington is where you're not happy about that earlier call where they had to go to the jump ball for the out of bounds, Steve. Coach Millington really could have used retaining possession there to prevent a Portland run. And he takes the timeout on the out of bounds spot.
So with 3:55 left in the third quarter, the score. South Portland Red Riots 46, your Portland Bulldogs 35. So here we go now, coming off the timeout. The Dogs will check their shoes and do a little housekeeping.
And really a smart timeout by Millington there. Kind of sensing Portland going on a run. We'll see if the Dogs can maintain that momentum.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Manny Yuga went down. Hardy followed nicely, but that looked like he was just absolutely hacked underneath.
Nice ball reversal by the Riots.
Hugo comes up with it. He's trapped.
And they're going to say that South Portland ball off Hugo's foot.
Griffin Foley will check in for Manny. Manny Hugo had a tremendous third quarter against the Daring Rams in the last game. I got a chance to catch up with him at a wrestling match the next day. He supports his friends and other teams as well. As WPPS brought you the last regular season wrestling match for the Bulldogs, and coaches Tony Napolitano and Dave Elowich. 2.
That will be a foot on the line, 2 by Stilley.
Still 48-37. Foley. Oh, no look pass, but Lyle is blocked. And here comes White on the right side. Hassan.
A nice inside out look for Coyne.
No. Here's Fonseca, and he gets fouled. He's let's see. I mean, there's an injury here to Stilley, and he also gets the foul. So adding insult to injury is the foul. He's limping along here a little bit as Charlie Lyle and Hardy will take a seat.
And we'll see Bowl check back in for Stilley.
We have Ballou and Fonseca in for the Dogs. 48-37. It's an 11-point lead. The Dogs with a chance here to make it a single-digit lead for the Red Riots.
Red Riots showing a little 1-3-1 look.
Yeah.
And Griffin Foley only his fourth point, second best of the game, fourth point. And that's just what the doctor ordered from Portland.
Little fall away there by Foley.
And that'll be a kick ball.
.38-39 is the score with 2:14 left, and you can sense that the Dogs have a victory in them here if they can pull it out.
Well, and this is one of those critical points in the game, Steve. When we talk about the last 2 minutes of the game, last 2 minutes of a quarter really put a run on before the opponent gets a chance to adjust. And that's a nice steal by Fonseca.
Foley goes coast to coast. 48-41, a 7-point lead. 1:50 left in the third quarter.
And again, nice back tip by Hugo. Buckley was able to maintain possession, but that's exactly what Portland needs, some touches.
We're going to have a trip on Hugo.
And Hugo couldn't quite get his feet down. As Dick Draper will call him for the block. Draper, known as one of those officials, Steve, he is famous or infamous for the block charge foul.
And he's been around a long time, so I'm sure that you had a chance as the manager of Chevres to see some of that.
I saw plenty of it. Oh, nice.
Hardy skies up for that rebound.
And he gives it away.
Yep. And Ballou's going to get called with that. So shooting 2 will be Connor Buckley. He's got 8 points. He has a chance now to enter to double figures if he converts both of these free throws.
And Buckley brought some excellent energy in the Red Riots in the first half.
He converts the first one. Now some changes. As Noah Malone and Moses Oresti check in. For the Riots. Buckley hits both. It's a 9-point Red Riots lead of 1.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Nice drive by Moss, but he can't finish.
Yeah. And Hassan once again with that rebound.
Good work by Hardy there, able to get a paw on that pass.
Buckley splits 3 defenders and in. Hardy for 3. Doesn't fall. White with the rebound. He's going to hold it up here and watch out for Malone. But Oresti underneath. And Hardy with the rebound. Now.
And somehow that ball didn't go out of bounds, but Riley Hassan did.
Foley for 3. Doesn't fall.
And that'll be a travel against Hassan.
And that was called by Griffin Foley.
He actually had the best angle on it, Steve, with Hassan coming right after him.
52-41. It's once again an 11-point Red Riot lead. Ballou underneath. Gets his own rebound, and he's fouled on the way up. He'll be shooting 2. Let's see if that's on Hassan. Nope, it's on Oresti, I think.
Number 10, Moses Oresti, the second. 16 fouls. Take a look at the line, shooting 2.
An important foul for South Portland, their 6th-team foul. So Portland will shoot all fouls from here on in, but the foul shooting woes continue.
One of 2.
Right idea about Fonseca, but gets a little bit too much arm on him. It's only Pedro's first foul. That will be Portland's 6th team foul. So both teams will be shooting for the remainder of this game.
David
A nifty move by Malone at the buzzer. It's 54-42. He gives the Red Riots a 12-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. So, if the Dogs are going to do anything, they've got 8 minutes left to make up a 12-point deficit here at the Expo.
You see Bo enter back in after spending much of the third quarter on the bench with 3 fouls.
Buckley in the corner, and he hits. It's a 15-point South Portland lead. Hardy for 2. (57-44). 30 seconds into the fourth quarter.
A good look by Buckley.
Foul on Hardy. Buckley will shoot 2. Excuse me, Bo will shoot 2.
Number 1, Bolton by Hardy is first. 7 of the team. Lee Bowles shooting 2.
Ray Bowl, one of the state's best high, long, and triple jumpers outdoor track. So he's able to sink his foul shot there. Nice take, it'll be a travel. Portland's 10th turnover of the game.
$14-point lead for South Portland, 58-44. Malone. Buckley to Hassan. Hassan up, but not in. Lyle Skies for that rebound. Outlet to Griffin Foley. Now he wants it.
Foley's starting to heat up in the second half. An excellent look by Bo.
And White gets it, so 60-46 is the score, still 14 points. Foley for 3. It's going to be South Portland ball. A timeout, Portland. So 6:20 left in regulation, and the score: Red Riot 60, Bulldogs 46. So Mr. Hassan to Mr. White in the backcourt.
And South Portland's done an excellent job of breaking the Portland pressure. That'll be a travel. 12th Red Riot turnover. These will have steps on Bowl.
Pensica inside. It's been a little quiet, but here we go. It's a 12-point lead, 60-48. With just under 6 minutes left, and we have a nice effort.
It's going to be out of bounds. That'll be South Portland. I'm not surprised it wasn't even backcourt. Coach Russo gets a timeout.
So,
and Coach Millington is incredulous. He wanted a backcourt violation there. We'll have official Draper go over and talk to him.
Timeout on the floor, and we'll take one too. 60-48, Red Riots. Steal. Well, a little carry there, not called. Malone in for 2. (62-48).
Malone
Another
again.
steal. Lyle with the rebound, outlet. Actually, a little pass. Here's Hugo for 3. Doesn't fall.
That'll be Portland ball.
Trey Blue and for Danny Hugo.
Blue in for Hugo. 62-48. Portland ball underneath. Foley to Lyle. He's got those big long arms of Bull in front of him, but he fights his way in. Gets 2. Every bucket important here for the Dogs as 4.5 minutes left and they're down by 12.
Oh, nice block by Awaya.
Wow.
Millington wants a goaltend.
Well, it kind of looked that way to me.
As Foley
Nice move
finishes
by
on the other
Griffin
end.
Foley. And again, Coach Millington apoplectic. It's a 10-point lead, 4:15 left in regulation.
And South Portland's going to try to slow it down and kind of regain momentum here. And Buckley can do it with a 3, and he does. Connor Buckley's 4th three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, that is a giant killing bucket right there. Tehran scoops it home. (65-54), an 11-point lead, 3:42 left.
Great back tip there by Moss. Didn't allow the Riots to take advantage of Buckley getting first step on him. And that'll be an offensive foul against Riley Hassan. They say they had a little push.
So Portland foul, number 33, Riley Hassan, his 2nd. 7 on the team.
And because that was an offensive foul, Portland will not be shooting.
Ballou to Moss, 3:30 left, 65-54. No.
That'll be an offensive foul. There's the signature Dick Draper call. Teron Moss's 3rd foul. Portland bringing that pressure again.
Goodness. Well, Tehran may have gotten Buckley in the face there and gotten away with one.
Just adds to Millington's frustration with the officials tonight, even though his team does maintain an 11-point lead.
What a move by Buckley. In and out.
And that'll stay South Portland ball.
Kick.
And that'll be a kick. Right idea by Foley, just getting an arm, a leg, a knee, whatever he can on that ball. Prevent the pass to the corner.
Let's go, defense.
I mean, if I was South Portland, what's their hurry? But I guess if you're going to get an open shot, why not take it? White for 2. 67-54, a 13-point lead, 2.5 minutes left. Fonseca for 3. It's a 10-point lead.
And now as we wind down to 2 minutes, Portland really going to need some stops here.
Foul on Sika.
And that's going to send Hassan to the line. And we're going to have a full timeout on the floor.
Yep. So 2:04 left, 10-point lead, 67-57. Red Riots in front. So here we are, 1-1 at the line. Riley Hassan. Lyle skies up for that. Quickly over half court. Teron Moss. Fonseca can't get it off. But he does now.
Good fight inside by Ballou.
Back out, kicked out to Moss for three. 67-60, a 7-point lead with a minute and a half left.
And Portland needs a quick turnover here.
Or a foul.
And we'll have a timeout.
Portland timeout.
It'll be a South Portland timeout, I believe. It'll be a 30-second timeout for South Portland, and we'll be back.
Well, an important minute and a half here. It's a 3-possession game here for the Dogs to try to do something. In the way that South Portland's been playing, it's going to, of course, whoop.
And now South Portland's going to try to work as much time off the clock as possible here, Steve. Quick whistle there on the trap. And that'll be against Clay Hardy. Portland's 10th team foul, so everything here from here on in for South Portland will be 2 foul shots.
So all night long, the Red Riots have hit some clutch shots here. That's Noel Malone. Anyway, you strike it after these shots, it's still a 3-possession game for the Dogs.
And here, Portland doesn't have to panic. A high-quality shot is better than just launching a 3. And somehow Foley's maintaining his dribble.
Oh my gosh.
Somehow he knocks it down. Moss was looking for the foul there, and he ends up sinking a shot.
Frank Healy, did you get that shot? Oh my goodness.
Lyle will foul White as we're down under a minute. We have 43 seconds on the clock.
It's a 5-point lead for the Red Riots. The Dogs are clawing back here, but running out of time.
Steve, as White takes his 2 foul shots here, to me it looked like Teron Moss was fishing for a foul there. With that 3, a couple shot fakes, leaning into Bull, just kind of launching it up. No whistle, but he ended up getting the 3 instead.
One smart player. And he was known from the time he was a freshman, probably in middle school. Foley launches a 3, and it goes in. It's a 4-point lead. Hold on to your hats, folks. It's 70-66. We'll be back. Here we go, folks. We have let's see, we have an issue on the sideline here. Now we're ready.
And Coach Russo is out of timeouts. Be an uninterrupted 32 seconds. Portland to look for the trap, then get a foul across half court. South Portland playing keep away.
Wow. They're not calling fouls.
About 12 seconds wound off the clock there.
Golden foul, number 32, Charlie Lyle is second. Falling over the limit.
Either way, it's 2 possessions for the Dogs, and with 20 seconds left. Stranger things have happened, but as you've suggested during the break, the way they've been shooting, it really matters.
Buckley hits his 19th point of the game, Steve.
You know, it also tells you the character of the Dogs to be in this game that they were losing so poorly. And so if there's a bright spot, that's it. But Fonseca from the corner. Hardy inside.
And that'll be South Portland ball.
Yep. And that's going to do it with 9.3 seconds.
Unless we have Reggie Miller somewhere in the building. Moss will foul Buckley again.
Moss's 4th foul. If you're going to lose to the South Portland Red Riots, you'd rather do it now than in what you would hope would be the state final. And of course, the Dogs, in order to get there, are going to play somebody good twice. They're going to have to play 2 good games in the playoffs, assuming they get the first round bye, as I think is likely.
And luckily for Portland, this is a situation where South Portland is not in the same region as the Bulldogs.
Although they still must get some pretty good heel points here. Oh, actually, they're both number 1. Not really sure.
Oh, but instead of having a team pass them.
Moss hits 3, but it's just too little, too late. So 74-69 is the score. The Portland Bulldogs are defeated tonight. Frank Myatt and I will be back to wrap up in a moment.
Individual score in the game. South Portland, Riley Hassan had a 3-point for 3. Dean Boyd had a basket for 2. Ansel Stilley had 3 baskets for 6. Moses Rest with 4 baskets for 8. DeAndre White 2 baskets, 2 free throws for 8. Ray Bull had 4 baskets and 3 throws for 9. Noah Malone had 2 threes, 4 baskets and 2 free throws, 16 points. I scored for South Portland with 4 threes, 2 baskets, 6 free throws, on Buckley at 22 points. Scoring for Portland, Trey Lewin had a free throw for 1. Danny Hugo a basket and a free throw for 3. Charlie Lyle 3 baskets and a free throw for 7. Pedro Fonseca had 2 threes and 2 baskets for 10. Clay Hardy had 4 baskets and 2 free throws for 10. Griffin Foley had a 3 along with 5 baskets for 13. I scored in the game 4 threes, 5 baskets and 5 free throws, 27 points to 1 loss. South Portland's record now 14-3. Bulldogs are 15-2. Their final game of the season for South Portland, they're home on Thursday. They'll be playing Gary High School. And Bulldogs will be back here on Wednesday to play Shepherds High School.
So, Frank, the Bulldogs with an uncharacteristic loss, something they don't do very much of. They lost by 5 points tonight after having been down by 16.
A nice way to fight back for the Dogs, but really that second quarter, 24-7, a football score, really buried Portland. For the Bulldogs, Teron Moss led the team with 27 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Griffin Foley, 11 second-half points, got him up to 13. Pedro Fonseca, 10 points, pair of rebounds. Clay Hardy, 10 points and 5 rebounds. But really, Steve, for South Portland, it was Connor Buckley off the bench doing his best Vinny the Microwave Johnson impersonation from the Detroit Pistons years. And Buckley pacing the Red Riots with 22 points. Noah Malone kicking in 16. And Riley Hassan all over the floor with a pair of steals, 7 rebounds to go with his 3 points.
Folks, again, potentially a prognostication of the state final. We won't go that far ahead, though, because our next game is the final regular season game against Chevrets here at the Expo, and Frank and I will be here to bring you that game. This is Steve Schwartz, along with Frank Myatt, Frank Healy on camera, and for Mike Hoffer at the Forecaster, saying so long from the Portland Expo, where tonight the Bulldogs are defeated 74-69 by the South Portland Red Riots. Good night.